We are going to discuss how and why learning theories are fundamental aspects of educational psychology. What are learning theories? Learning theories help educators understand how students learn best. They guide the creation of effective teaching strategies tailored to students' needs and learning styles. Learning theories enhance the learning experience for students. They promote better retention and understanding of the material. These theories serve as a roadmap for teachers to create engaging and impactful learning environments. Learning theories are like super helpful tools for teachers, showing them the best ways to help students learn successfully. They are like secret weapon for creating awesome learning experiences. There are a lots of learning theories that serves as a fundamental aspects in education psychology. Some of them we are going to discuss here. Number one, behaviorism. Behaviorism is an area of psychological study that focuses on observing and analyzing how controlled environmental changes affect behavior. The role of the teacher is to manipulate the environment in an effort to encourage the desired behavioral changes. Repetition and positive reinforcement are key in behavioral learning. It emphasizes observable behavior over internal mental processes. Number two is constructivism. Constructivism is based on the idea that learners build on existing knowledge to learn new information. In schools, constructivism involves hands-on experiences, collaborations, and reflection to build knowledge. Teachers create environments that encourage exploration and critical thinking. And students construct meaning from experiences, engaging problem solving, and collaborate with peers. This approach fosters a deeper understanding of concepts and promotes social and communication skills. The third one is humanistic approaches. Humanistic approaches refers to a set of psychological theories and therapeutic techniques that emphasize the importance of human experiences, personal growth, self-actualization, and the inherent worth and dignity of individuals. Some of the therapeutic techniques are self-actualization. This concept refers to the innate tendency of individuals to strive towards realizing their fullest potential and becoming the best version of themselves. Person-centered therapy. The therapist provides a supportive environment for clients to explore their feelings, thoughts, and experiences without judgment. Existentialism. Existential therapists help individuals confront existential concerns and make choices that align with their values and beliefs. Gestalt therapy. Gestalt therapy focuses on awareness, personal responsibility, and the integration of fragmented aspects of the self. Holistic perspective. Therapists consider the whole person within their social, cultural, and environmental context. Emphasize on growth and potential. Therapy aims to facilitate personal growth and enhance self-awareness. Fourth one is connectivism. Connectivism is a modern learning theory that emphasizes the importance of combining thoughts, theories, and information in a meaningful way. It acknowledges technology's role in learning and suggests that our constant connectivity offers opportunities for personalized learning. The theory advocates for group collaboration and discussion to incorporate diverse viewpoints and perspectives. The theory suggests that learning is a networked process where individuals connect to resources and each other to learn. Connectivism challenges traditional ideas of teaching and calls for new methods to accommodate modern learning needs. Connectivism highlights learning that occurs beyond individual efforts, such as through online network, social media, and information databases. Fifth one is schema theory. Schema theory organizes information in our minds into structures called schemas. Schemas or mental models help interpret new information by connecting it to what we already know. Educators can improve learning outcomes by designing lessons that build on students' existing schemas. Making meaningful connections between new and existing knowledge can enhance understanding and retention. Teachers can deepen learning and problem solving skills by correcting misconceptions and activating relevant schemas. For example, a child's initial schema of a dog is it has fur, four legs, and tail. This schema expands as they encounter different dog breeds and enriching their understandings. Next one is social cognitive theory. Social cognitive theory emphasizes the importance of observational learning, imitation, and modeling in shaping behavior. It suggests that individuals learn by observing others and the consequences of their actions. The theory also highlights the role of cognitive processes such as attention, memory, and motivation in learning. Social cognitive theory posits that behavior, personal factors, and the environment interact to influence learning and behavior. Self-efficacy, or one's belief in their ability to succeed, plays a crucial role in social cognitive theory. The theory has been applied in various fields, including education, psychology, health, behavior change, to understand and modify behavior. This is an Albert Bandura, who is an Canadian-American psychologist who studied how people learn by observing both the actions of others and the consequences of those actions.
A theory that denies that thoughts can regulate actions does not lend itself readily to the explanation of complex human behavior. In lieu of a behavioral view of teaching and learning, Bandura proposed a social cognitive theory that focuses on people having agency to make choices and attain goals. Concepts involving social influences, achievement outcomes, and self-influences are part of a dynamic system that are in constant interaction with one another. Specific concepts such as self-efficacy, agency, and self-regulated learning are fundamental in social cognitive theories.
The seventh one is cognitive load theory. Cognitive load theory examines how the working memory processes information. It suggests that working memory has limited capacity for processing information. Cognitive load theory distinguishes between three types of cognitive load: intrinsic, extraneous, and germane. Intrinsic load is inherent to the task. Extraneous load comes from how the task is presented, and germane load related to learning. Cognitive load theory aims to reduce extraneous load and manage intrinsic load to optimize learning outcomes. Effective instructional design based on cognitive load theory can improve learning by managing cognitive load. Last but not the least is multiple intelligences theory. Multiple intelligences theory proposed by Howard Gardner suggests that intelligence is not a single fixed trait but a collection of distinct abilities. Gardner identified 8 intelligences. These are linguistic, logical mathematical, partial, bodily kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalistic. Each person has a unique profile of these intelligences with varied strengths and weaknesses. The theory suggests that traditional ideas of intelligence, such as IQ, are limited and fail to capture the full range of human potential. Multiple intelligences theory has influenced education by encouraging teachers to design lessons that cater to diverse intelligences and learning styles. Critics argue that the theory lacks empirical evidence and may oversimplify the complexity of human intelligence. Here is an interview of Howard Gardner, who is talking about this theory and related misconceptions.
The idea of multiple intelligences comes out of psychology. It's a theory that was developed to document the fact that human beings have very different kinds of intellectual strengths, and that these strengths are very, very important in how kids learn and how people represent things in their minds, and then how people use them in order to show what it is that they've understood. If we all had exactly the same kind of mind and there was only one kind of intelligence, then we could teach everybody the same thing in the same way and assess them in the same way. That would be fair. But once we realize that people have very different kinds of minds, different kinds of strengths, some people are good in thinking spatially, some people are good in thinking language, other people are very logical, other people need to do hands-on, they need to actually explore actively and to try things out. Once we realize that, then an education which treats everybody the same way is actually the most unfair education, because it picks out one kind of mind, which I call the law professor mind, somebody who's very linguistic and logical, and says, if you think like that, great. If you don't think like that, there's no room in the train for you. If we know that one child has a very spatial or visual spatial way of learning, another child has a very hands-on way of learning, a third child likes to ask deep philosophical questions, a fourth child likes stories. We don't have to talk very fast as a teacher. We can actually provide software, we can provide materials, we can provide resources which present material to a child in a way in which the child will find interesting and will be able to use his or her intelligences productively. And to the extent that the technology is interactive, the child will actually be able to show his or her understanding in a way that's comfortable to the child. We have this myth that the only way to learn something is read it in a textbook or hear a lecture on it, and the only way to show that we've understood something is to take a short answer test or maybe occasionally with an essay question thrown in. But that's nonsense. Everything can be taught in more than one way, and anything that's understood can be shown in more than one way. I don't believe because there are 8 intelligences we have to teach things 8 ways. I think that's silly. But we always ought to be asking to ourselves, are we reaching every child? And if not, are there other ways in which we can do it? I think that we teach way too many subjects and we cover way too much material, and the end result is that students have a very superficial knowledge.
Now, we are going to end our presentation along with this quote by Peter Drucker. We now accept the fact that learning is a lifelong process of keeping abreast of change, and the most pressing task is to teach people how to learn. I hope you enjoy the video. Allah Hafiz.